Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are well. Today is your biology test. So let's start to revise our chapter crop production and management, from which I have given test. We know that energy which we get from food is utilized by organism in various body activities like digestion, respiration, excretion, etc. We get our food from plants and animals both. So in order to provide food to a large scale of population, proper production, proper management and distribution of food is necessary. So first we know what is crop. When plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated in one place on a large scale, it is called crop. For example, crop of wheat. Crop of wheat means a field where all plants are of wheat. We know that crops are of different types like cereals, pulses, vegetables, fruits. So all the crops are classified on the basis of the season in which they grow, like kharif crops and rabi crops. Kharif crops are grown in mainly rainy season, generally from June to September. Kharif crops are grown in rainy season from June to September, and kharif crops are like paddy, maize, soybean, cotton, and rabi crops are mainly grown in winter season, and their time period is October to March. For example, it is grown in winter season. Examples of rabi crops are wheat, gram, peas. All these are rabi crops. So, for good crops, farmer performs various activities that are called agriculture practices. Agricultural practices. These are, first is preparation of soil. Second is sowing of seeds. After that, adding manure and fertilizers. Then irrigation, protecting from weeds, then harvesting, and then last storage. So all these activities are known as agriculture practices, which are very necessary for good crop production. The preparation of soil is the first most important task for growing crop. This task in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it, which helps to plant to breathe easily and allows roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The process of loosening and turning of soil is called tilling or plowing. Tilling done by the implements like plow, hoe, and cultivator. Second is sowing of seeds. For good crop production, good quality of seeds is necessary. So first farmer select good quality of seed, then they sow in the soil. And for sowing seeds in earlier days, a funnel-like instrument is used. But nowadays, seed drill is used. Seed drill helps to protect the time and labor. This implements also helps in the um, sowing of seeds uniformly at proper distance and depth, and it also prevents from damage of seeds caused by birds. After sowing seeds, farmers add manure and fertilizers in the soil. Continuous growing of crops make the soil poorer in certain nutrients. So farmer add manures and fertilizers to enrich the soil with nutrients. This process is called manuring. And if manure is not added time to time, the growth of plants will not be healthy. What is the difference between manure and fertilizer? Manure is an organic substance which is prepared by the decomposition of dead plants and animals, cow dung, human wastage, and plants residues. While fertilizers are inorganic substance which is prepared in factories. Manure provides humus to the soil, while fertilizer do not provide any humus to the soil. Manure is very less rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, while fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Manure also enhances the water holding capacity of the soil. It makes the soil porous, due to which exchange of gases become easy and increases the number of friendly microbes. After adding manure and fertilizers into the soil, farmers supply water to the crops time to time at different intervals. This supplying of water to the crop is known as irrigation, and this is varies from crop to crop, soil to soil and season to season. Different types of crops needed different amount of water, and it is different from season to season. In summer season, a lot of water is needed because in summer season rate of evaporation is higher. It evaporates through the soil and from the leaves of the plant. There are traditional method of irrigation. One is moat, dhepli, rahat. All these are the traditional method of um, irrigation. One more is chain pump. All these methods are cheaper but less efficient, and modern methods of irrigation are modern methods of irrigation. One is drip irrigation and second is sprinkler irrigation. These processes are very efficient, and it also uh, prevents water from wastage. When farmer grown crops in a field along with main crop, there are many unwanted or undesirable plants are grown that are called weeds. So removing of these weeds are necessary because it compete compete with the crop plants for water, nutrients, space and light. So removing of weeds is necessary. For removing weeds, some chemicals are also used like 2,4-D weedicides, and it is also done by manually by hand. Farmers pull weeds by hand with the help of khurpi, and farmers also can use seed drill to remove weeds. After weeding, harvesting process is done. Harvesting is the process to cutting down of crops after maturing. When crops matures, farmers cut the crops. This process is called harvesting. In our country, harvesting is done by manually. Um, Farmer used sickle to harvest the crops, or it can be done by machine known as harvester. In the harvested crop, the grain seeds need to be separated from the chaff. This is called threshing, and this is also done with the help of machine called thresher. And a machine is called combine, which is used to harvest the crop and threshing process. After harvesting the crops, storage of crop is most important task. If the crops grains are to be kept for longer time, they should be safe from moisture, insects, rats and microorganisms. Fresh crops contains more moisture. Fresh crops contain more moisture. So it is necessary to dry the crops properly in sunlight before storage. Otherwise, they may get spoiled or attacked by organisms. After drying, farmers store the grains in silos or granaries. Silos are the jute bag in which farmers store grains, and granaries are large container. These are used to protect grains from pests like rats and insects. Dried leaves are also used for protection of grains. So these are the various activities that performed by a farmer to yield good crop. I hope all steps are clear. Now study well and give your test honestly. All the best.